Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Tim Stanivek along with Carol Master. With us is Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Emily Griffeo. Emily, what are you watching?
Okay, well, I'm watching a milestone today. Google, or as we know it as the parent company name, Alphabet, ticker GOOGL, crossed $3 trillion in market cap today.
Whoa.
It's joining the ranks of just three other companies, Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple. So those are the only other publicly traded stocks above the $3 trillion. I think this speaks to the power of the U.S. stock market and the power of tech as well. But of course, when we cross a milestone like this, the questions are, can this run keep going? And so when you look at kind of what the charts are telling us, if you look at the RSI, the relative strength index, it stands at nearly 90, which is a multi-year high, and it's above the level which technical traders say is overbought. So can the run keep going? Maybe not, but at least today it's up about 3%, and again, crossing that milestone.
I keep thinking about our environment, right? And we've talked so much about uncertainty, and I still feel like there is a lot of uncertainty still out there. But like maybe for a name like Alphabet, whether it was some of the legal overhang, right? There are some things that can cross off its list that maybe makes the way forward a little bit more clear.
Yeah, I mean, there was a moment in time where they were potentially going to have to sell Chrome, and for a lot of people who think of Google, they think of Chrome. That's kind of one of their core products and a name that everyone knows. It's really interesting if you look at just the moves that it's had in the last several months. It's up more than 70% from its April low. So that added roughly $1.2 trillion in market value since the tariff Liberation Day lows.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's like multiple car companies all combined.
I know, right? Exactly. Ka-ching.
Well, we're not going to go to a car company now. We're going to go to an ETF.
Yes.
Because you're here and you love ETFs.
I love ETFs. And, I'm on the cross-asset team. So I have kind of a cross-asset market monitor on my terminal. And uranium caught my eye. So I'm looking at URA. This is a global X Uranium ETF. It's up 8% right now. And we got a little bit of news, I guess, in the nuclear and the uranium world. So the Trump administration's top energy official, Chris Wright, was speaking at a conference today in Vienna. And he said the U.S. should look to boost its strategic uranium reserve to buffer against Russian suppliers and increase confidence in the long-term prospects of nuclear power generation. So you need uranium to power nuclear energy. Anytime there's really any news in the marketplace that's very positive for nuclear energy, we tend to see uranium stocks rally. This ETF in particularly, it holds miners. And I'm just looking at the current gains right now. It's at a record high, I believe. Actually, no, excuse me. It's at the highest since 2011, and it's up about 70% year to date.
Yeah, up more than 8% just so far. I'm surprised to see Russia supplying about a quarter of the enriched uranium needed by America's fleet of 94 nuclear reactors, and those generate about a fifth of U.S. electricity. The challenge, and we talk about this all the time, is that these are very difficult, costly, and time-consuming to build. Oftentimes they go over budget. We haven't done it. We did one, a few in Georgia as the U.S., but it's like, what are the next ones?
Right. Yeah. This might be a case of there being a lot of market sentiment building before we actually see the real investments being made.
It's up 125% since early April.
Yeah.
That bounce is wow.
Yeah. I know. Even more than Alphabet. Uranium. Who would have thought?
I'm looking at RSI. It says overbought. I was just going to say. Let's go to CoreWeave.
Okay, CoreWeave, last one. It's up about 8% right now. They said that Nvidia has agreed to buy cloud services valued at $6.3 billion. I mean, this is just a piece of news that if you're a cloud services provider, you have a big check coming in. It's good for the stock price. And that ticker is CRWV. And they secured billions in deals to provide capacity to companies developing AI models. Nvidia is just one of those customers. They also have deals with OpenAI and Microsoft. And again, it's all about that AI boom and the investment needed and who can provide the infrastructure here for all of that.
That's just an IPO this year, right?
Yeah. It's
Livingston, New Jersey. That's where it's based.
Livingston, New Jersey.
Of all the places where a cloud services provider.
Are you going to make a New Jersey joke?
No. I'm not going to. You just don't see them based in. I mean, Livingston's like a suburb.
All right. Yeah.
I think
An
it's really
up-and-coming one, I guess, because they're going to have all this AI investment. But yeah, the stock is up almost 200% since that March IPO.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.